What's up? What's up? It's your boy. This is Ace Live. Listen, today I have a very important, serious video I want to talk to you about. It's about scams. All right. Please watch this whole video to the end, from the beginning to the end. I don't want you to miss out on any information. If you miss out on it, you only blame yourself if you get scammed. All right. I'm not going to be talking about a whole bunch of scams, but I'm going to talk about a main scam that happens to a lot of people who travel. Expats who are looking for a place to stay. I just want to make sure you guys understand and don't mess up. All right. If you know someone who is traveling, all right, please share this with them. Or if you're a part of a travel group or someone that loves travel, just share it with them. They probably already understand and know this information, but I still want to send it out to you guys so you don't have these issues happening to you, especially for all you guys who are getting ready to go to Colombia, who've never been there. All right. I can understand when it comes to travel, people are kind of scared, especially if they're going to a new place they don't know and they try to reach out and they do a lot of research and stuff like that. But there are certain ways you need to move, certain ways you should think. All right. Generally, people get on a plane and they start thinking differently when they go to a new country. And so certain precautions they don't do when the same precautions they would do in the States. What I'm talking about, verifying. Okay. What happens is people go and send money to people without verifying. And that could be a dangerous thing you do. All right. I've been talking to a couple of brothers. I've been contacted through emails, all different ways, and they're telling me how they being scammed because they sent money, right, without verifying. I cannot reiterate enough. You should never send money to somebody without verifying. And when I say verify, I mean you should never send money without seeing what you're paying for. Okay, that can be about apartments. For a lot of people, they are traveling to Colombia or getting ready to move to Colombia, and they want to find a contact in Colombia. So they look online, might look on my video, might look, and then try to figure out a way for them to go over a loop, making life easier for them. But I want you to understand something. Before you even don't send no money before you even get to a country. All right, get to that country first. That way you can verify what you're sending money to. I'm going to tell you a story that happened to me. As most of you guys may know, I went to the Carnival in Barranquilla, Colombia this year. All right. During that time, the hotels and Airbnbs were very expensive to book a room. But I found someone who knew someone who actually had a shared apartment, and I was able to get a spot in one of the shared apartments. Now, he relayed the information to me. I contacted the person, and when I contacted the person, they said, "Yeah, we have a room for you. This is what it'll be, this amount of money," and I agreed to that. And they told me to send some money to them. And when they told me that, I was like, "No, I can't send you no money." And there was a couple of reasons why. Number one reason, I couldn't verify. I don't know even though I know my friend, he's a good guy, but I could not verify the place. For one thing, if I send the money, who knows where the money's going? Who am I talking to? You know what I mean? I'm talking to someone through WhatsApp. That's not verifying nothing. Okay? Because as soon as you send the money, person could disappear like this. Same scams happen in the United States. I want you to understand this. All right? So you need to always verify. And you know what I told the individual? I told the individual, listen, I need to protect myself. That's what it's all about. When I'm traveling, whenever you are traveling, you need to watch out for yourself. All right? Until you can establish some trust. All right? That is what it's all about. And if a person can't understand that, then there's no need for you to be dealing with that person. Now, I told that individual, hey, yeah, I need to protect myself and I need to see the place first before I even send any money. All right? Trust me, I'm going to be there. Okay? And sure enough, I was there. Everything was okay, A1. I was able to verify the place. Okay? So once I was able to verify the place, once I was able to not only verify, but also know that the person owns the particular place, then I was able to make a transaction and I was able to pay for where I was staying. All right. And I ended up staying there 2 months. All right. So that, just to let you know, these are the type of situations you need to make sure you take care of your business. Right. Not only that, I've talked to people about how they got into some investments and they were talking to someone they thought was reputable, but they didn't do any verifications. Now, when you do some investments in the States, how do you do investments in the States? Okay, you go online, you go to the county building and you double check to see if this is a factual business. All right, that's the same route you need to take when you go towards doing any investments internationally. All right, because people will sell you a pipe dream, get you excited, thinking it's too good to be true, and 9 times out of 10, it might be too good to be true, or not, and then that 1%, it might be true, but you need to verify. My first trip to Medellin, Colombia, last year, I stayed for 3 months, right? So, I looked online, I went on Facebook, and I found myself an apartment on Facebook, right? And the place looked too good to be true. It was in Poblado. It was in a place I'm familiar with. The place looked amazing. The price was amazing. Everything was good, right? Person never asked me to send any money to them, but they said come in this time, and I was like, okay, that was a good sign. All right, they was willing for me to show up to the place. I showed up to the place, which was a safe place to show up, right? And it was real. The place was real. But there's an interesting twist to the story. All right, my landlord, who is Colombian, lives in Canada. Okay. So he lives in Canada, but he has someone governing the property. Okay, so the woman that was governing the property, in the beginning, she was sending money that I gave her to give to the landlord. But then at the end of my stay, he wasn't receiving no money from her. She disappeared. All right, so I want you to understand these are things that can happen, and so you need to understand that you need to protect yourself and verify. So what does that mean? Do not, and I reiterate, do not send money overseas to someone you barely know. Regardless if you might have seen that person hanging out with me or you seen that person, it doesn't matter, or you seen them in another video or whatever, you see they got plenty of videos, don't send no money, all right? Now, I know a lot of you guys are like concerned, like, how do I book a hotel room? Booking.com. All right. If I need some privacy, go through Airbnb. All right. Go through these different sources. All right. These reputable sources where if things don't work out, you are able to get your money back. All right. Now, when it comes to investments, guys, be smart. All right. If you're going to be sending money to all types of, like, if you really think you're into, like, this is a good deal, I need you to do more than 2 days worth of research from a pretty girl, okay, and then donate money. Because what happens with us guys, as men, I'm talking to us men, and then to you ladies as well, we might fall in love with the situation, fall in love with the personality that's giving you the scam, right? And what happens is you're not thinking clearly because you're thinking emotionally, not with your brain, but you're just thinking that, hey, I like this person's nice, I'm not even going to think logically, and then I will send my money. And that's how people fail. And I don't want that to happen to you guys, all right? Always think logically about your money, all right? And this also goes for people who are in a relationship, who develop friendships in any country you at, all right? I know you might develop relationships with people, but I want you to understand something, right, guys? Before you met that person was fine. Or before you met that person had problems already, okay? So just think about that, how that person would live without you, okay? All right, just think about that. Now, if you're in a relationship and a person is acting like, oh, I need you to help me do this, the story goes on, right? We all heard the stories, right? I want you to understand something, guys. If that is the case, then the person, tell that person, well, let me be able to verify everything, meaning I'm in the country. If you can't respect that, you can't respect me protecting myself, then it is what it is, all right? I know as we get older, a lot of us, it seems that when men get older and women get older, we just like whatever. We just want what we want, right? Well, I understand. You can have that. If that's what you want to live that lifestyle with someone you feel like and overlook that person might be taking advantage of you, then that's fine, all right? But then when the dust settles and your bank account is empty, you're the only one to blame. All right, I've heard of women wasting thousands of dollars on a gentleman they thought they were really in love with. You know what I mean? I don't want that to happen to you, especially for the guys who are in a retirement age. Don't waste your pension or your retirement on like a false pipe dream. All right, make sure you verify everything's right, and don't go out your way to impress somebody with money. All right. I want you guys to do well. I'm always promoting travel, and so when I understand when I promote travel, I want people to be like get messed up traveling, guys. So just please think with your brain, all right? All right. I think my brother Andre from Crossing the Borders used to say it. Don't leave your brains at the airport. He said it better or something like that. All right, but you get what I'm saying. Don't leave your brains at the airport, all right? Don't be wasting no money, all right? Don't waste money. You hear me? Don't waste money, okay? A lot of people have been asking me, why haven't you been promoting a lot of more travel guide companies, right? If I'm more stricter now, okay, when it comes to promoting travel guides, especially in Colombia now, because I have gotten bad reviews. And because of that, I tell people, look online and do your own research. Now, there are people that are good in Colombia, right? But I would prefer you do your research when it comes to who you deal with. Because I can't deal with that. As my channel gets bigger, I don't want to hear stories about someone I recommend something didn't go right with them, all right? So I implore you guys to be smart about the way you guys move, all right? And do never send money to someone you don't even know and you cannot verify anything, all right? That's what Airbnb is there for, and I hope you guys can understand that, right? Peace, love, take care of yourself, protect yourself. Remember that. Protect yourself. Share this video to someone you think needs to hear this, all right? And I'll get back to my regular scheduled program. Okay, guys? I'll see you in the next video. Yo! Always stay alive and smart. All right? Always stay alive and smart. See you later. Yo! Bless.